finds me moaning. I'm alone and crying the blues. I'm so tired of paying these dues. Cares and worries got me moaning.
That is Orty Ortiz and his group. I don't know that they have a name, but they're good. They're good. Orty Ortiz certainly is. He's a great drummer, jazz drummer. If you're looking for a booking, hit up Orty Ortiz. Good stuff. Mark, thank you for tuning in, brother. God bless you. I hope you're all having a great day. I'm having a pretty, my mom's a little sick, but overall day, it's all right. It's okay because I don't like my mom being sick. It takes a little wind out of your sails, but she's getting better, so that's the good news. That is great news, actually. All right, let's get this party rocking and rolling. I'm on the old software again. For those of you keeping score, I tried the phone thing last night. It didn't work. So like the phone thing is like that's kind of the big thing for me. Like if the phone, that's kind of the big sell for the new software. Otherwise, I'm so very comfortable with the old software. I may just stay on it till they kick me off, or I figure out how to use the phone. One of those two things is going to happen. I don't know which, but it's something's going to happen. Oh, here we go. I already like the first one for tonight. By the way, welcome to Jeff the Unlicensed Service. If you've got a question or a comment, feel free to put it in the chat, and I'd love to help you out and get you where you need to be. As best as my abilities can make that happen. I was going to say something else, but I can't remember what it was. It could have been important then. All right, let's do it. Or maybe it was the most important thing I was ever going to say. You always feel like, I don't remember. It probably wasn't important. I think that's just what we tell ourselves sometimes as we let our eureka moment slide. Maybe not. Probably wasn't important. All right, let me click on this. See, look at how effortless this is to me. I'm clicking on this, boom, 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 because I use this software all the time. On the new software, I'd be like, oh, what do I do? What do I press? What do I press? So by the way, tomorrow's the Mexico World Cup game. I'm gonna check that out. I'm gonna watch it over my fiance's. I'm pretty excited about that. They're total son Mexicanos, I'm looking forward to that. The most interesting thing to me, honestly, about the World Cup so far, it's unrelated. We'll let some people find one. Is watching the lines, watching the absolute chaos of trying to get into a game before it's halfway over, even if you leave like 3 or 4 hours in advance. Just the lengths people have to go to, and all designed basically, as far as I can see, to force you basically to pay $300 for a parking ticket, because everybody is going on who goes on public transport, which most Europeans are used to because they have good public transportation systems. It's a disaster. But if you pay the $300 for parking, you can probably get in on time. Is it kickoff? Is that what they call it? I don't know. By ball drop? I don't know what they call it. I'll be honest. I'm not the soccer guy. But let's get back to the show, shall we? I think we should. Let's do the show. Let's do the show. Da 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 da. Hey, let's do the show. Woo! Ba 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 ba. All right. Everybody ready? I'm ready. I was born ready. All right, here we go. It's not really even true. All right. Am I the asshole for asking my boyfriend for my deposit back? Me, 36. My boyfriend's 39. Been dating for a year. And I finally decided to move in together, and we're super excited. Well, let me read this again. Am I the asshole for asking my boyfriend for my deposit back? All right, so my boyfriend and I have been dating for a year, and I finally decided to move in together. We're super excited, okay? Last week, Saturday, was our moving day. I'm moving in with him. He needed a moving van, which he was driving, but I was paying for. All right, so he's driving, you're paying. It was going to cost £250 for the day. That's a lot of money. Isn't that for a day for a moving van? I mean, U-Haul, you can get a U-Haul for I don't know how much stuff you guys got, but a U-Haul, what's that, $50? I don't know what it is. 250 pounds is like $350. Seems like a lot. Anyway, but he had to book it due to insurance, etc. So I sent him over the money, went to pick up the van. They said they needed an extra 100 pounds insurance. That's a lot of money are you getting like a giant CDL class license you need to drive it moving van? I mean, that's a lot of money, man, for a moving van. Jeez, England don't play. Anyway, okay. So that's money that we'll get back after the van's dropped off if there's no damages. Yeah, I said fine. Send over the extra money. Okay, so far we're all dialed in. The move went fine. We're really happy and excited. When he dropped off the van, I asked about the £100, and he said they would send it in a few days. I said fine. I mean, usually that'll just go back on your card, won't it? I mean, if you paid for it, did you pay cash? Like, why would you pay cash? There's your first mistake. But yeah, if you put it on your card, that money should just roll back to your card. Didn't think any more of it. We spent the next few days unpacking center, enjoying each other's company and the whole experience. Okay, Thursday night, we're in bed. They still haven't given us back that deposit money. We'll have to call them in the morning to see what happened. He froze. Oh no. Oh, they put it in my bank Monday. I don't understand. If you paid for it, why would they put it in his bank? I don't deny that that's what happened. I don't think you're making it up, but it doesn't really make a lot of sense to me. I looked at him. I said, why didn't you put that in my bank? He got really upset with me and started saying I would only go on shopping anyway, and why doesn't it matter whose bank it goes in? That's not a really good sign to start your relationship off with. The dude's already cooking the books, so to speak. I was confused and upset. I don't blame you. Maybe you need to put down another deposit, another $250, and move your ass out. This is not a good thing. I said, but you didn't even tell me they'd given you the money back or said, let's just keep it for shopping. You just kept it. Then he got really angry and shouted, fine, I'll put it in your bank, and grabbed his phone and transferred the money. Why is he getting angry when he basically tried to steal £100? Because you're going to spend it on shopping. What's he going to spend it on? Whiskey? I'm actually on board if that's what he was like. I'm shocked and confused. Was I wrong to ask for my money back? No, not at all. He should have just given it to you. Update. Thank you for your comments. They've been really helpful. At least I know that I'm not overreacting. No, you're not. I'm concerned about this guy and your relationship with him. I'll be honest. I'm going to keep an eye on things and see how it goes. Yeah, heck yeah, you better. Trust but verify, as they say. As I said in one of my comments, he's never shouted at me before. Maybe it's just a strange one-off. Yeah, maybe. But we will be having a conversation with him about finances. Sounds good. Also, one good thing that did come up in the comments, everything is in his name. That's good too. So yeah, he can't screw you. He'll probably get you to, co-sign on all of it. But yeah, that's a weird thing. Just to give you an idea, this is a blast from the past. But I was hooking up with this chick. I was in my early 20s, I think, and she was older. She was like 36, maybe. I was like 22, 23. So we're hooking up, and I have no money, and so I'm like, hey, let's find a hotel and hook up. It's because we want to hook up, and I go, okay. So I look for the cheapest hotel I can find because it was a spur of the moment, and we were weren't near her place or anything. So I go, okay, let's go here, and it's just run down, awful looking hotel. I'm fine with it because I just want to have sex. And she's like, no. You know what? I'll pay. Let's get a decent hotel. And I'm like, okay, sure. So she goes, here, you go in. Here's my card. I'm like, all right. So I go in. It's like a Marriott or something. I go to the card. I want to check in. Can we check in right now? And he's like, yeah, I think you can. There's a room ready. I'm like, great, perfect, okay. So we check in. It's probably 12 or 1. So that's unusual. We got lucky. So we and I got lucky. So we go in there. We have a nice time, and then we leave. And as we're leaving, I go, okay, you go to the car. I'm gonna go. I'll check us out. I'll check us out. I don't know why I felt like the need to check her out, but I'm like, I'll check us out. I'm like, I'll check us out. So we were there for like an hour, maybe. I'm kind of, I think, inflating myself a little bit when I say that. So we go. I go. She's in the car waiting. I go to the front desk. The front desk guy, I don't know. They're just confused because this isn't a no-tell motel. This is a Marriott. So they're not probably used to this kind of nonsense where someone comes in for an hour and then leaves. So I'm like, yeah, I'm checking out. And he's like, oh, okay. It might have been someone different. I don't remember. But I just remember, okay, well, we'll just refund you then since it was just an hour. Like, I don't know how it happened. I don't know what mistake they made. But they're like, I was like, and like, do you want cash or card? I'm like, yeah, just cash is great. So like, I got the cash in my hand. Or no, I did. Did I pay in cash? I don't remember. But anyway, I had cash. So I'm looking at the cash, and this is not like a serious relationship. This is just a chick I'm hooking up with, you know, just hooking up. We're not even really dating. We're just hooking up. So I'm just like, I'm looking at the money and I'm like, you know, it's like devil on the shoulder and angel on the shoulder. I'm like, she's never going to know. She's never going to know that I have this money and I'm just going to pocket it. You know, it was like, I don't know, 100 and something bucks, you know, whatever it was. But I'm like, no, that's a douche move. That's a dick move. So I went out to her. I'm like, hey, you know what? They gave us the money back. Here you go. And that's a girl that I was just hooking up with, you know, not boyfriend girl, just hooking up, you know. And if I can do that, you can certainly do that with someone you're moving in with, jackass. But I did wrestle with it a little bit. Part of me is just like, nah, she's never going to know. And I'm so broke and she's got lots of money and she ain't going to know. And I'm like, no, it's just not the right thing to do. You know, I'm trying to plug in my computer right now. So I gave her the money. And you know, I feel better about it. I would probably now, like, think, you know, you think back on life and you're like, you know, you cringe a little sometimes when you do shit you shouldn't have done. That's one where I was like, good, you know, you did the right thing there. Good for you. Good for you. You get a gold star for that. But anyway, yeah, you are not the asshole. Your boyfriend is sus. Your boyfriend is sus. Let's leave it at that. You, madame, have a sus boyfriend. Good times. Good times. All right. Let's keep rocking and rolling here. Let's see. What's the next one? Okay. Getting close. You know, they throw these in here. I get all confused. It's so weird. Like day to day. You know, with my show on Rumble. Yesterday, I think I had 130,000 views. Today, or today's show probably only have 1,000. It's interesting if you're not on the main page, but they just love. You know, I complain. I was on the main page yesterday. Yeah, but fuck it, you gotta complain. And they got this other guy on there. I'm like, they always put him on. I think he's the most unpopular person on Rumble because he's only got like 500 followers, I think. But they put him on all the time. Peekaboo Gamer. I mean, he might be all right. I don't know anything about what he plays. He might be decent. But I'm just like, wow, he is somebody's son. He's somebody's relative, I have a feeling. Am I the asshole? I agree to pay a friend's commission in 2024 for a friend's commission. I don't know. I have no interest in that. Am I the asshole for asking my cousin for her medical degree? Maybe. Let's check. This one looks at least interesting. What, is she going to operate on you? She's going to do some surgery? Like, you know, before you cut me open, I would really, really love to see your medical degree. Would you mind? Would you mind? Because I'd love to see it. But before we get into that, let's get into Rumble. I love Rumble, period, full stop. And I'm hoping to work with them on, you know, I'm already starting the but I'm hoping to work with them on my show, Autastic, which is going to be touring soon. But we'll see. You know, we'll see. I'd be happy to do it for Rumble as well. We hear a lot about crypto, but here's the part most people miss. Crypto was created so you could actually own and control your money. After the 2008 financial crisis, Bitcoin was designed as an alternative to banks. So instead of a bank holding your money and delaying transfers or limiting access, you are in control. And if you've ever had to wait for a transfer to clear, you felt that problem. Now, fast forward to today. Everybody's heard of crypto, but getting started still feels complicated. That's exactly why I use Rumble Wallet. It takes all that complexity and it makes it simple. Choose what you want: Bitcoin, dollar-backed stablecoin, or even digital gold backed by real gold. No complicated setup. It connects with MoonPay, so you can choose your credit card, or use rather your credit card, debit card, or bank, and be up and running in minutes. Once you're set up, you can even support your favorite Rumble creators like me directly. Thank you in advance. So do this now, scan the QR code, or click the link in the description and download Rumble Wallet. From there, you can set up your wallet, tap buy, and you're in the game. In just a few minutes, you can go from hearing about crypto to actually owning some. So do it now, Rumble Wallet. It's right there. Click on the QR code. You'll be happy you did. Get in the game already, folks. And thank you, Rumble, as always, for being supportive and just, for being so damn supportive. How about that? All right, let's get back to the see what's going on here. Medical degree. All right, I 29 and my cousin 30. Okay, you're 29. Your cousin 30 has 3 kids, 10, 9, and 4. She has not vaccinated any of them. So what? What do you? So you're the vaccine police, basically. You're the vaccine police. If she doesn't want to get them, you know, the insanity of just I don't. This is the part that makes me a little crazy. People on the left, I try not to make this political, but it's going to get a little political here. They seem to hate, just people with money. They seem to hate corporations and entities that control them. Yet Big Pharma has them as their own foot soldiers. Big Pharma, which is one of the most corrupt industries there is, industries that purposely addict people to things like oxycodone and know full well the damage it causes, don't care because they are able to maximize profits, already have a little money set aside, a few billion to pay out any lawyers who come and knock it, but they're going to make 500 times that, so they don't care. It's all built into the equation. Who help deny you or purposefully squash things that can help you be healthy if it benefits them, or if something can make you healthy, whatever's financially more to their advantage. Big Pharma is a very unlikable entity. Let's just call it that, a Leviathan, and yet the left bows before them. They should hate Big Pharma. They should hate them, and yet they do their bidding. They are their foot soldiers in the quest for mandatory vaccinations, which means mandatory profits for Big Pharma. So let the parents decide. They're their kids. Let them decide whether they want to vaccinate them or not. In states like California, where I live, there is no choice. You if you want your kid to go to school, you have to jab them with everything they got. Full disclosure, I just got a vaccine. I got what did I get? I go to my physical. I didn't get a shingles, but I didn't feel like getting it. I still have that free choice, luckily, because I'm not a school age child where I would have to get it, or to be able to continue at school or something. What did I get? I got the pneumococcal, because that's like respiratory. That's for pneumonia. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, how long has it been around? They're like, yeah, about 30, 40 years or more. I'm like, yeah, all right, just give me that thing. But like something like the COVID stuff, the boosters, no, I don't want you to keep them. You keep them. You keep you get back to me in 30 or 40 years when we see what they're doing. You should have some freedom and choice as to what you want to put in your system or what you want to put in your kid's system. So I just don't like it when people just tell me how I'm supposed to live my life, when they take my freedoms from me. I'm not a big fan of that, having my freedom stolen. Again, it goes back to Rumble. Rumble, that's why I love Rumble so much, because when I was getting taken down on TikTok or whatever, YouTube, or whatever place I went up, just for expressing an opinion. I didn't say what I'm saying is right or wrong, but I had an opinion, but it didn't go along with the narrative. It didn't go along with what this person said, regardless of if later on, which most of the stuff I did say even back then was proven to be true, and the conspiracy theory was actually the truth. Didn't matter. It's a real pet peeve. Don't tell me what to fucking do. That's my pet peeve. Meanwhile, this is an advice show, but even though I'm telling you what to do, if you don't have to do it. I'm not gonna get, if you don't do it, like, okay, well, I tried that. I gave you some advice. That's what it is. You can give advice, but don't be like, you have to do it. You must do it. I am the boss of you. You are not. Anyway, there you go. So let's get it. Now, let me preface this by saying, I don't care what you do with your child, if you vaccinate or don't vaccinate, etc. It's your choice. Okay, so why even have this thing? However, my cousin will go to great lengths to tell anyone who disagrees with their stance on vaccines to educate themselves, do your research. This absolutely drives me up a wall. So you do have a problem with it. You do. Or you would just be like, okay, that's nice. That's what she says. Because the research is based on Google searches, not peer-reviewed journals. Listen, I'm gonna break this down for you. You know as much as your cousin knows. You think you're much smarter than your cousin, and your cousin's an idiot. And you have all your your information sources, mostly probably provided by Big Pharma, about what you think is right, or funded by Big Pharma, about what you think is right, and this is why it's right. Here's my research. Well, guess what? She's got the same probably amount of research as you do, saying exactly the opposite. So you don't begrudge her sources, and then you use your better ones. Come on, stop it, guys. You just stop it. Just live and let live, man. That's all I'm saying. Do unto others, right? Okay, so because the research is based on Google searches, not peer-reviewed journals, not pediatrician's advice, just simple, should I vaccinate my child? All right, so you don't like that because you don't like the results that Google gives you. or whatever. I don't know. Well, one day we had a discussion about me having children one day. Why would you have this? You know what's going to happen. I think you're having this. I think you're starting a fight on purpose because you just want to get in a fight with her about it because it's bothering you. She already tried to sell. Well, don't vaccinate your kid. It's bad for their health. I said I would follow what my OB, my OB or future child's pediatrician. And again, me, good. You do what you think is right for you. You do what you think is right for your kids. I'm not here to tell you one way or the other. I'm not, you do what you want to do. But all I'm asking is you allow everybody else that same courtesy. And if you're on the same page with that, then we're on the same page together. All right? All right. Let's see what happens. All right. Okay. Then she says, well, I highly recommend you educate yourself. She's going to say this. This is a fight that you went in probably ready for this. I can almost guarantee you, I'm going to talk to her about this. She's going to bring up that. So you're starting this fight. You are starting a fight with her. This is going to happen. This goes no other way than the way it went. And so here you are, starting a fight. Maybe you're bored that day. Like, I think I'll get in a fight with this woman. She says, well, I highly recommend you do your research before you do so. Well, I straight up asked her, well, show me your degree, not your Google searches, not your Facebook mom groups that agree with everything. Well, again, the easy comeback to that was, well, show me yours. It's like, it's like, come on, you've been dying to say this to her, to have this fight. And it is what it is. I want to see your degree and what you're qualified to do. And by the way, there's a lot of people with degrees who get sued for malpractice, justified. But there's a lot of people with degrees, some better than others. There's a lot of people with degrees from better schools than others. There's a lot of people with degrees who don't know a fucking damn thing about nothing. Generally, they should, but they don't always. The degree is a guidepost. It's not an absolute. And nobody deals in absolutes except Siths, right? Yeah. Anyway. I want to see your degree. Okay, and shouldn't do it, my baby. You can do whatever you want with your kids, but don't you dare tell me how I should raise my future children. I don't have a problem with what you said. My problem is I feel like you got in this fight with her on purpose. I feel like you knew exactly what she was going to say. You'd already planned out what you would say if she said that, and then you said that. So you got in a fight because you wanted to get in a fight. So she got mad and left. Our families are divided. You've been dying for this moment. Come on. Some say that I was right. Some say you should have just heard her out. I feel bad for upsetting her. I don't think you do, but I'm not going to let someone say I'm uneducated. That's what it is, uneducated. You think that she thinks you're uneducated because you disagree with her, and it's bothered you so much that you purposely got in a fight with her so you could say, where's your degree? Yeah. I don't know. It just seems the whole situation seems completely unnecessary, and you created it out of the ether. I didn't expect this to blow up the way it did. Wow. Thank you for all the comments. I want to clarify some things. Yes, I absolutely care about vaccines. I plan to vaccinate my future children. Well, of course, you want your pats on the back for that. That's why you even submitted this thing. Where I was saying I don't care was parents unfortunately are going to do what they want to do. Here you go. She could use this just as easily on you. Just your manner. You're so full of yourself, but you're trying to play it cool. But you're like, I'm so smart, and anyone who does this is dumb. And I get in a fight with her. And here, look, everybody, look how smart. Look how I am helping the tribe of Big Pharma. Look at me, aren't I great? Because here's what it says. Where I was saying I don't care, because I guess some people gave her like, oh, you have to get vaccinated. And she's like, well, I know, but I'm trying to play this up for my image, and this is how I want to look. So I got to try to be, but yeah, I'm right there with you. That's the whole reason I'm doing this. So she's like, where I was saying I don't care was parents are unfortunately going to do what they want, are going to do what they are going to do besides listening to doctors' advice. There you go. Now, there's some doctors who will tell you that maybe it's not a great idea. Why don't you go to a different country and check with their doctors? Why don't you look at the rates of autism in countries that don't mandate vaccines? Why don't you look at better yet, why don't you look at the rates of SIDS, sudden infant death syndrome, in nations that don't mandate vaccines? And you talk to those doctors. You're just you're a phony baloney is what you are, and I don't like it. So I think, yeah, I don't want to call you an asshole, but I don't like you. I'm trying to be nicer, but you are insufferable to me. You are. There you go. So yeah, you're smarter than everybody else, and yet at the same time, who do you work for? You work for Big Pharma. You're going around knocking on doors for Big Pharma saying, get the jab, get this, get that. And if you don't, you're dumb, and I'm smarter than you. And really, if I had my druthers, then I would mandate this for everybody to get every fucking vaccine that comes to market that you have to get, whether it does anything or not, whether there's long-term consequences. I want all your freedom stripped away so I can feel safer because I've been, brainwashed into thinking that vaccines. You ever hear of immunity, natural immunity? I mean, I'm not against vaccines. I told you I just got one 2 weeks ago. I'm not against them. I like the choice of whether I want to get it or not. That's what I want. I want freedom, and you don't want that. And Big Pharma doesn't want you to want that either. And they, the dutiful leftist that you are, you worked for some reason for Big Pharma. You're a step and fetch it foot soldier, carrying their water, carrying their serums. I don't know, carrying their less than adequately tested new vaccines to market. I try not to do political stuff on the show, but that one just bothers me. Let people choose what they want, and don't come at it like you're this, such an open person and this and that, when you in no way are, and you set this whole thing up on purpose so you could come at her, and here you are getting all your accolades from all your your anti-choice cohorts. Let people do what they want to do. Let people live their lives. It's a slippery slope. When they start telling you have to get this vaccine and that vaccine, then they start telling you, well, you have to marry this person or that person, or you have to live in this place or that place, or you have to make this much money or that much money, or you're not allowed to make this much money if you're this or that. It's draconian, and awful. It's end of day shit. It's Big Brother. It's Orwellian. It's all those bad things. By the way, how's that animal? They got like a new Animal Farm movie coming out. It's going to be a colossal bomb. I heard about it. What it was? I went to see like SpongeBob with my son, and was it SpongeBob I went to see, or maybe it was Lamar? I don't remember. One of them. And they show this Animal Farm thing, and I'm like, wait a minute. So the new Animal Farm is now pro-communist and anti-capitalist. Like the capitalists are bad, and I'm like, we're just doing that. That's just what we're doing. That's what we're doing now. Just flipping it on its head. Anyway, we'll see how that movie does. I haven't heard much of it since, but I don't think it's going to do pretty well. All right, let's get back to the scheduled program, shall we? Yeah, I hate to have a pet peeve. I get triggered, and I'll admit it, when people try to take my freedoms from me. And again, I'm telling you, you're anti-vax. I just had a vaccine 2 weeks ago. I'm pro-choice. That's another thing. Like, it's my body, my choice. If it's a baby, if you want to kill your baby, you're allowed to do that, right? You can go get your abortion. It's my body, my choice. But if you dare decide that you don't want a vaccine in you or your child, you can go and kill the child at an abortion clinic, but you better not try and stop us from sticking something in it that may have a detrimental effect. Gardasil's got some really bad effects. That one's for older kids makes me nervous because you just see some of the really bad reactions on that one. Anyway, would I be the ass if I sold my concert tickets I got for my boyfriend's birthday after he dumped me? No, not at all. No, I don't think you would be an asshole at all for that. Why would you be? What do you like? I'm going to read it, but my now ex-boyfriend's favorite artist is coming to town on his birthday. Yeah, but he's your ex. So really that it's his birthday is irrelevant too. He told me that that's what he wanted for his birthday. I got the pre-sale list. He shouldn't have broke up with you, should he? Well, he shouldn't. I got him front row, nice seats, 3 and 4. He lost out. You are a keeper. I was so excited to surprise him with such good seats. Turns out he got front row seats 1 and 2, and he wanted to make sure he got good seats, but it hurt that he didn't trust me to get them. Oh, all right. Well, the plot thickens. All right. So my ex-boyfriend's favorite artist coming to town on his birthday. He told me that's what he wanted for his birthday. Okay. Yeah, I mean, he should have. He said that maybe didn't think you had the money. Maybe it was I don't know. That let's. There could be other reasons too. I got on the pre-sale list. I got him front row tickets. Yeah, 3 and 4. So you're 1, 2, 3, and 4. So it's 4, 6. You bring some friends. It's not a bad thing. If you were like 1, 2, and then like 8 and 10, like way far apart. But even then, you might be able to talk people to move over. But you're 1, 2, 3, 4. That's great. I don't really see the issue. Yeah, he should have trusted you a little more, but you can work through that if you want to. But he's your ex now anyway. So. But it hurt that he didn't trust me to get them. Since we happen to get seats next to each other, exactly. We just said the more the merrier. He'll invite some friends. Yeah, there you go. Well, he dumped me out of the blue. The concert is in over a month. He never solidified which friends would go with us. There's a financial component as well. I put in this. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like maybe, listen, he's your ex now, anyways, it doesn't really matter. But maybe he's figuring, well, you should really have the money to buy him. She's probably going to get him like first row in like the stands or something. And they're his favorite group. I get that. You're right. You put in your 2 weeks of work Friday, and I was banking on the income from those 2 weeks. On Monday, they made me go early. On Tuesday, he dumped me. Oh, you poor thing. The tickets are now selling for $1,000 plus on Monday. Sell the tickets. Sell the tickets. You owe him nothing. He's your ex. Sell the tickets. You need the money. You're not the asshole. You're not even dating him anymore. He's still got his ticket, so it's not like he can't go. I was stressing about losing the paycheck. I could sell the tickets. Yes, sell the tickets. It's actually a good thing that you bought these tickets. So it's a shame he broke up with you, but at least you have something to kind of ride for a month or so. I thought it was an absurd idea because it was his birthday present. Then Tuesday he dumped me. Would I be the asshole if I sold the tickets? No. Should I let them have him? Should I let him have them? No, unless he wants to pay you the going market rate. I haven't sent them to him yet. I still care for him deeply and would hate to hurt him. This is what I would do. Because you still care for him. You tell him, listen, this is my financial situation. I'm going to need to sell the tickets. I'm sorry. I'd still love to come with you. I would still love to go. He's got 2 tickets. Make him choose. Make him choose you or his friend Scooter, or I don't know, But no, you sell the tickets and then give him the choice of just bringing you. And then maybe you could buy the beer since you're $2,000 richer, right? I don't know. There's a lot missing here as to why he broke up with you. It's kind of sudden, kind of weird. There's a lot that's going on here that we don't have on the table to kind of figure it out. So I don't know. Don't know. I don't think you'd be the asshole to sell the tickets. But then you threw in the I still care for him deeply part. Well, that changes things slightly. But I like my idea. He's telling him, listen, I need the money. I got fired and I need the money. But I really want our relationship to continue. I would love to go with you if you want to take me. Otherwise, I'll be honest, he's just using you for the tickets to get that one extra friend he wants to go. And it'll be those 3 guys, assuming he doesn't bring a chick, hanging out, having a great time. And you will be in seat 4, having to talk to a person in seat 5. So those are your options. That's what you're looking at. That's the reality of the situation you now find yourself. All right. But no, you were definitely not the asshole. I feel like you're kind of the victim in this. I mean, he broke up with you. You lost your job. It sucks. That's awful. I feel very sympathetic for you. Am I the asshole because I didn't want to share my food with my uncle? Maybe. Come on, just share. Like I'm if a family member asks you for food, I just can't. Like just an example. My son tonight, I had a late night snack. He's like, hey, Dad, can I have some? Oh, yeah, of course. It should make you feel good to give food to others. It should. It should make you feel good to give anything to other people. So I don't know. If you hate the uncle, maybe he molested you as a child. Okay, yeah, then don't give him any food. Oh, he's older too. He's a pretty old uncle. Isn't that pretty old for an uncle? All right, so you're 23. Your uncle's 60. And has been staying with my family for the past few months. He's 60. He ain't going anywhere. I'll tell you that right now. He's not suddenly finding a job. He's not suddenly moving out. He's there until he dies, just so you know. But you're 23 female. So you'll probably move out well before he ever does. He'll be moving out in a casket at some point. All right, so 1 month at my house, then a month at my aunt. So he's couch surfing at your family, at different family members, and now he's back to mine. He's couch surfing. He's staying until we travel to his home country at the end of the month, and then he's going to go couch surf over there. He's from a more traditionalist time, and his wife and kids, redacting this because it's less true now. Wait on him hand and foot. Oh, so it's an older generation, and he's I don't know, is he maybe he's Middle Eastern? I don't know, or a culture where they just kind of run around and dote on him. Wait on him hand and foot. He came here with similar expectations, though only my mom really feeds into it. Okay, making his plate, doing his laundry, etc. Though we have complained about him and his ignorance about leaving my mom with no food, expecting her to cook. Yeah, he's a douche. I mean, it could be a cultural thing too, a little bit, but yeah, I mean, it's very rude. And the thing is, he's 60, so he ain't gonna change. You ain't gonna change him at this point. He eats a crap ton of food, and my mom spends a shitload of money on. I do like your verbiage. Shitload of money on groceries just for him to eat food meant for 4 people, damn near all on his own. He also does. Wow, this guy's a real horrible guest. You're making a pretty good case for not giving him any food because he's already eaten most of it. I dealt with it occasionally, but started eating out since my mom would either make stuff. Yeah, okay. A few days ago, I was really craving a specific pasta, and since I'd had a shitty past week, got in a car accident. Everyone's having a rough week. Had horrible rib pains. Making it was a treat for myself. My mom cooked the day before a dish I didn't like, so I assumed he would finish it. As I prepared the food, he came in and asked me if dinner was ready. This was the first time he downright asked. But the second time he drew focus to the meal, I said, no, that's my food. It was for me because I didn't like what my mom made. Okay, that seems legit. And that the leftovers were for him. He tried to push, but I put my foot down and I told him that it had to last me because there was no other meal for me. He went away with a plate of food and I continued cooking. Okay. At some point, my mom comes home. He comes into the kitchen lurking like he wanted to ask a third time. I ignored him and kept cooking. Yeah, he knows yours is way better than hers. My mom says I'm not being a nice hostess, but I tell her I've cooked for the house multiple times, helped him with whatever he needed. No, this guy, like, he's a douche. He's entitled. You're fine eating your own food. Now today I'm downstairs helping my mom with something while on the phone. My friend comes to the kitchen. He's been out all day with a friend, spending money, and asks for dinner. This is your mom's creation, man. I guess is this her brother? You said it's your uncle, so I'm assuming that it's the brother of your mom. But we'll see. I don't know. Maybe it's your dad's brother. My mom says that he could have some pasta. I almost just let it happen, but then I noticed her looking at me and grinning like she was funny, and I said, no, because that's your leftovers. I tell her it's the only food I have, and she should cook. Yeah, and she should cook for her brother, so it is her brother. I was going to say, I figured it had to be. My mom said something about how she brought the groceries, so I need to say yes. I just took a trip, and I'm so broke right now. My friends, yeah, you're not the asshole. This guy's just a douche. It's her brother. This is how they were raised. This is their culture. I don't know what the culture is. You're a generation removed from it, so you're different. I think blessedly so. But this is what she will do. He will ask her for things, and she will provide. He will ask, and she will provide, because it's a very patriarchal society, obviously, in which they were both raised, and that is ground into their synapses. It's grooved into their brains. I ask you, you provide. I ask, you provide. I'm the male, you're the female. I ask, you provide. And that's just how it's going to go. And I can't tell you any different. So my advice to you, you're not the asshole. My advice to you would be just make enough for, whatever you're going to eat at that time. And it's a little more of a pain in the ass, but then you can eat it, and then you don't have to worry about giving this Libnick any food. Anywho, so I was, she said you were rude. I go to my mom. That's why she was trying to do it after we had a talk, and she admonished me for not sharing and basically called me greedy. I told her next time she wanted to complain about him taking advantage of her, I didn't want to hear it. Yeah, you got that right. Then I moved some money around and sent her the money for the groceries as a little fuck you. I know it's petty. Yeah, I know. Your mom's not. Nope. Your mom's not bad. You're not bad. Your uncle, maybe even not bad. It's just how he was. I mean, I don't like him. I wouldn't want him anywhere near me. but he's been raised that way for 60 years. He's in a culture that's the way the culture is for 60 years. That's just his expectations. Is he going to have an epiphany at some point and be like, maybe I should do something for the women in my life? Probably not. And I both my mom and money spend money on groceries. When he was here the first month, I spent over 100. Yeah, you're not the asshole. You don't even have to provide any more any proof that you're not. You are not the asshole at all. You are a good egg. How about that? Maybe we'll end on that one. I feel like you did good. Hey, Musically, good to see you. How have you been? Oh yeah, I'm digging you. I'm on show 67 of Jeff the Unlicensed Therapist. I'm digging it. I like doing the show a lot. And yesterday I think we had 130,000. Today, not so much, but that's fine. You have some shows. It's either, as long as I'm having fun, I'm having fun, and that's the way I look at it. And again, if anyone wants to ask questions, or if you're like, hey, I didn't agree with you on that last one that you did, let's talk about it. I'm about as far from infallible as it gets. So I will be happy to discuss extenuating circumstances I may have missed in one of these vignettes, if you will. That's what I'm doing basically. I'm doing vignettes. I'm reading vignettes and giving you my opinion on them. That's what I'm doing. All right, everyone. I'm gonna crash out, stash out. I don't know. I've been just tired all day, and I don't know. If you watch the beginning of the show, my mom's not doing great, and it's emotionally kind of just draining, and that's what happens. I was telling my son, just kind of explaining things to him, that that generation, my parents are in their 80s, and my friends and their parents, a lot of my friends, their parents are gone now, or they only have one parent left, and so I'm almost in a way an anomaly that I have both parents left. Both are 83, and it's just hitting me, because it's I don't want to think of a world without mom in it, but it's an inevitable thing. So I'm gonna go see her in August, God willing. She'll still be there, and then my fiance and I are hopefully gonna get doing a marriage thing for her, in September. So fingers crossed she's gonna make it, and fingers crossed she has many days in front of her. But it's just today it's just hitting a little harder than usual, and I think it's just it's like I would rather be physically exhausted than mentally exhausted, because physical you can sleep off, mentally you wake up and you're still just like just feel like the mental stuff is the harder of the two. All right, everyone, I love you. I'll keep you updated on my mom and everything, but I'm excited to go see her in August, and my dad too, of course. And hopefully she'll be great. She broke her wrist a month ago. So I flew. Some of you watch the show regularly. I was in Connecticut visiting after she broke her wrist. She has now broken her other arm, so that's really the least of it. But yeah, so there's that too. What are you gonna do? Thank you for letting me share. See, I share too. All right, I love you all. God bless you. Love your family, please. If obviously, within reason, if they're abusive or something like that. But if they're on your good side and you're appreciative of them and you feel they've done you a solid service by helping you out throughout your life and being good parents, don't accidentally take them for granted. Spend the time with them now, because you don't get that time back. It's like your kids. Spend the time with them, because you don't ever get that time back. So, for what that's worth. All right. I love you all. God bless you. I'll be back tomorrow for more Jeff the Unlicensed Therapist. And I hope you all had a great evening. Musically Medicated. Thank you, Mark. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate that, Mark. Me too. And I will see you back here tomorrow, Thursday night, 10 p.m. Remember, if you got a question, if you got a problem, I've got a solution. I've got an answer. I'm Jeff, the Unlicensed Therapist. God bless you. Take care. Love each other.